Hey folks, hope you guys are having a good day and all is going well. Be kind of a weird one today because I usually use my Vita to play this game, but my kids were playing with it the other day when we had like a power outage and everybody was scared of the thunder and staying up late. So it's out of batteries. So I've been letting that charge right now. Talk about a couple things before we get going. Oh, if you are interested in the music, zulonline.bandcamp.com. It's a new album, Return. In fact, that's the title track. It's playing right now. So I try to get stuff going here. I don't know what to call it. I call it eclectic music. It's kind of ambient rock is where I usually pigeonhole it. Sometimes like new age and rock at the same time. Hope you guys are having a good one. I'll pause that. Okay, so while I'm waiting on that, I don't know. We'll have to kind of play it by ear today because things are not like prepped super well. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is the importance of having good gear. So I talk about this a little bit on the blog, and if you don't follow the blog, well, you should, because I usually have a lot of good stuff on there and good analysis. So this is something I talk about in my book, Keys to Prolific Creativity, which you guys should get. It's only like $2.99, so it's definitely worth getting if you're looking to have a lot of real-world tips on how to improve your creative process. The importance of good gear comes down to really, what are you investing in? In an actual economic sense, an investment is buying capital equipment. Nowadays, people think of investing as like, I'm going to buy equities. I'm going to buy something that's going to give me a return on money without me doing anything. But in economic terms, investment is when you take money and you buy things with it. So if you get a bank loan, you then invest it in equipment for whatever your business is. So if you have a restaurant, you get a bank loan, you buy stoves and stuff like that for your restaurant, and that's an investment. You invest it in tables and stoves and dishes and whatever else you happen to need to do. So that's called a capital investment. When you are a creative person, you also need to think about what a capital investment really is for you. So if you're a guitar player, buying a good guitar is actually quite important, right? This is actually, I swear I was like, I don't need to buy any new guitars. I ended up getting this kind of as a 40th birthday present. This is called a Parker Fly. If you don't know what the Parker Fly is, it's a pretty legendary guitar as far as things go. Now this should come into my DAW here, but it's actually not for some reason. So I'm not sure why that is. But it's not. You can kind of hear it out of the speakers. But for whatever reason, it's not showing up in my OBS. There should be like a little virtual cable there. There we go. It works now. Local broadcast. There it goes. All right. So yeah, you can getting good gears is a really important thing. I swore I was like never going to get another guitar here, but I ended up with this one, and it's a really fantastic guitar. It's probably like my favorite electric guitar right now. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have to like back up far away from the camera to see it. It has this weird, crazy design. The headstock is very minimal. If you want to hang it, you actually hang it by this horn. It just hangs right here. So it hangs like at a perfect angle when you're playing it with a strap. It's just really a fantastic guitar. You want to buy good gear for whatever you're doing because of lots of reasons. First of all, you don't want to limit your potential by having bad gear. If you have bad gear and you are trying to do something that's advanced and the gear's limiting you, that's a problem. So if you have a guitar, you don't have to spend thousands to get a good guitar, for especially an electric, but it's worth it to have your guitar set up by a professional if you're kind of new to it, or if you don't have experience knowing how to set action and intonate a guitar. Take it to a luthier and pay him $100 to like make it perfect, and it'll be worth it because the guitar will be so much easier to play. It'll allow you to do new things that you hadn't tried to do before. You won't feel frustrated trying to do new advanced things with whatever you happen to be doing with your guitar. Overall, it's totally worth it to have your guitar set up if you don't have experience with that. I have a lot of experience with that, so I usually set up my own guitars. That being said, like when I got this guitar, because it's such a more finely tuned instrument, there was so much less to set up. It was so much easier and quicker to set it up and really get it with a lower, better action than I've had on any guitar, even using all the skills to like set it up properly. And that's because it's like made as one thing. You notice there's like no neck joint or anything. There is technically a truss rod, but you don't ever really need to adjust it. The bridge is like perfectly matched to the very flat radius of the neck. So it's really a great guitar to set up. But it's worth it if you have another guitar to have a professional set it up exactly the way you want it with the strings that you like to play on, etc., etc. It's worth it to buy a good guitar, also because it will inspire you. Any guitar that makes you want to pick up the instrument and play it more is going to be worth the money that you spend on it. And this is a point I made in the article, which is that, I think it's not a good investment as far as money to money to do things like, how should I put this? To buy things like signature guitars, or to buy something like a Les Paul Standard. Why not a Les Paul Standard? Well, they're like $3,000, I think was the last time I checked what they are. That's for like a new one. And are you getting a $3,000 instrument? I think for $3,000, like you could get a Parker Fly for $3,000. And I think it's a better instrument in every possible way that an instrument could be. It plays better. It's lighter. It looks cool. It has more features like a piezo output, which is something that's kind of cool. If I put it on like a clean channel here. Is this a clean channel? Yeah. Little clean channel. You can get the... You can get the piezo sound, or a blend. So like a Parker Fly has a lot more options. John Petrucci has all the same options, by the way, if you're looking for like a modern alternative to the Parker Fly, because they don't make these anymore. The John Petrucci Signature is an amazing guitar. I actually have one, so I'll do like a comparison video on those. So you can get a guitar with a lot more features that has a thinner neck, easier to play whatever, craziness you want to play on it. But it may be worth it to buy a Les Paul if that really inspires you to play. If you like the way the guitar looks, if it makes you feel like you're, Ace Frehley or, any of the Zakk Wylde, any of the mini players who've played Les Pauls over the years, if it makes you feel like you're Jimmy Page, then yeah, buy the Les Paul guitar, spend the $3,000 on it. It'll still be a good instrument. If it inspires you to play, if it gets you practicing your instrument more, then it's worth it. This is something that we often forget, is like the coolness of the instrument, the way it looks, the way it feels in our hands, the way we feel when we play it is sometimes worth that extra investment to get that special guitar that really makes you want to play the instrument. And, buying Parker Fly is like, it was a lot like that. It's like, it's so easy to play. It has such a huge variety of tones for me to play with. It's really something that I keep wanting to pick up and play and practice every single day, even though I'm really in a mode to be working on books rather than doing guitar stuff. But I still, hanging out with the kids, pull out the guitar, practice for a few minutes on it, whatever I want to be doing or playing around with. So something that inspires you to do your craft is really worth it. And that goes down the line. That's not just musical instruments. Musical instruments are really easy to talk about because they're really are a tool that matters to producing the sound that you want to produce. If you watch something like Spectre Sound Studios, you start to realize that a lot of the things that guitarists spend money on don't change their sound. Buy new pickups, and the guitar will not really sound profoundly different, and certainly not if you're running through like high gain. If you change the strings, it doesn't really change the sound. You don't need to play heavy strings like Stevie Ray Vaughan. Buying a super expensive amp, you could just run amp sims, right? But if those things make you want to play, if it gets you playing and gets you more quickly to the sound that you want to have, I think it's an okay investment. I say that having like some expensive amps, expensive equipment sitting around. So I think it's worth the investment if it gets you playing. And that's really true of classical guitar, especially. If you buy a very finely made classical guitar, you will immediately tell the difference between a factory-made guitar. If you go down to Guitar Center, even they used to have, I don't know if they still carry stuff like this, but they have these like $3,000 Spanish-made factory guitars. They sound like garbage compared to the same amount of money spent on a luthier-made guitar here in the United States or in Spain, a handmade guitar. That high-quality $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 classical guitar, $20,000 classical guitar, if you want to go that high, you will notice the difference right away when you play. It will sound and feel different, and the tone that you want will come out more easily on the guitar. It's going to make you want to pick up the instrument and practice more because it just sounds so good automatically as soon as you put your fingers on the instrument. So getting that high-quality sound more easily makes it worth the effort. Yeah, a great player can make a cheap guitar sound good, but a great player can make an expensive guitar sound even better. So keep that in mind. Likewise, if you're just a writer, getting a good keyboard matters. Like a good mechanical keyboard that makes you, type accurately and feel good about practice, doing your work. That's good. A computer that works well for you, a monitor that's big enough for you to see what you're doing, a computer that's fast enough to run what you want to run. Those are all good investments for what you're going to do creatively, whether it's in music or it's something else. If you want to be doing videos, it's worth it to buy the good software. If you want to be doing music, it's worth it to buy a good DAW, digital audio workstation. All of these things go together. So when you're starting out, you may not have a lot of money, but it's okay to spend money on your craft, even if you're not immediately making money on it. It's an investment. You have to have good ovens in your restaurant to make good food for people to want to buy the food in your restaurant. So that's also going to be true for musical equipment or any kind of other creative investment that you're going to make. Okay? Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the chat. Good afternoon. I need to know your opinion on two things. If Tolkien was alive and finished his Lord of the Rings sequel, what would it do for his body of work as a whole? I don't know. Can't say. I think he decided that it didn't really need a sequel. I think that was his decision. But I'm sure if he had spent a lot of time on it, he would have made it good. Also had a dream where somehow in the future, all the southern states of the U.S. and Utah made an exodus towards Japan. What would the language and culture look like? I have no idea. David Ellison's dad told him he'll save money by buying a good instrument first rather than upgrading later. Now, I'm going to give a caveat to that, is that when you're first starting out, and I know because I've made this mistake to some extent, right? You're not going to know what a good instrument really is when you first start out. So it's okay to buy a cheap instrument for your first instrument and a mid-light instrument for your second instrument. And the reason is, like, I can tell you that the Parker Fly is really good, but it's not going to feel good or be perfect for every person. So if you buy that cheap Squire as your first guitar, then you know what you like and don't like about it. And to be honest, if you bought a $200 Squire and paid a luthier $100 to set it up, you'd have a better playing guitar than if you went and spent $600 for a guitar. Because most guitars under, say, even in the higher end, they don't come set up right out of the box for you to play well. And if you're a beginner and you don't know how to do that setup, just pay someone, say, hey, I bought this guitar. Can you set it up with a low action and make it sound good? Boom, they'll do it. As long as you're spending enough money to get something that's wired correctly, you're going to be okay. So that's probably what I would do. And then once you have practiced a while and you get better and you know the limitations of your instrument, you know what tone you want to go for, and you know what features you want on your newer guitar, you can buy that better guitar and really spend some money. You don't have to break the bank to buy a good guitar, but if you're just starting out, it's probably better to buy the cheaper instrument because you actually don't know what you want out of an instrument when you're first starting out. You may want something that's completely different later on. So You can imagine a guy first starting out, he buys like, if he bought like a $1,500 Fender Stratocaster, like Stevie Ray Vaughan edition. Well, he may be really into metal layer and realize that he really wants humbucking pickups because he wants to play, high gain. He wants to play high gain stuff. Well, it would have been better if he bought a different guitar, but what is he going to do with the $1,500 guitar? He could sell it at a loss and then buy what he wants. Or if he just bought that $100 guitar, he could even swap out the pickups, pay a luthier to put a better pickup in, and all of a sudden that $100 guitar plays like a $1,000 guitar. Whatever he's wanting to do there. Whatever he's wanting to do there. So it's probably better to buy a cheap instrument first. Then you know what you want out of that cheap instrument. You have a backup in case your main instrument breaks, and then you can buy exactly what you want later on. So the mistake I made is like I'd been playing classical guitar. I wanted to get an electric guitar. I fell in love with this guitar. My dad helped me buy it. It was great for jazz. I still have it. It's an amazing guitar for jazz and stuff, but it has these big P90 pickups that are just awful for high gain playing. So really, it would have been better if I bought a cheaper guitar, and then I would have realized, a guitar more like this with humbuckers would have been better even for jazz. I mean, you could still get amazing jazz tones out of a Parker Fly. You just roll the tone off a bit. And then I would have had a trem and all kinds of other stuff that I really wanted. But sometimes you fall in love with the guitar and it inspires you to play, and then it's not the best investment overall as you go on down the line. If that makes any sense. So yeah, that's my only caveat with that. I really regret not buying Zelda Twilight Princess before the Wii U eShop closed. I didn't realize people were selling the game for over $100. I didn't know either. I have the version that has like the little amiibo and all that kind of stuff. I bought it for $20. Would you believe that? So the best time to own the Wii U was right after the Switch came out. You could buy Wii U games for nothing. And they were all coming out on the Switch. So like you could buy Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for $15 when it was $60 on the Switch. You could buy Mario Kart 8 for $20 when it was $60 on the Switch. All that kind of stuff. So that's what was cool about that era for sure. So I collected a lot of physical versions of those games. You can always get the GameCube version. Play the GameCube version, which is pretty good, I think. You can even play it on the Wii U. Yeah. Yeah, the GameCube version I think is better than the Wii version, personally. But a Wii U is fully backward compatible with the Wii, so you can do the motion control version if you want. Same thing with Skyward Sword. You can just get the Wii version and play it on your Wii U if you want. I think I actually have the Switch version. I do have the Switch version. Because that was a Wii game I never bought, and that one is also selling for quite a bit of money, the Skyward Sword. But I'd probably rather play it with like the original motion controls just to have that. Yeah, this piezo pickup's really cool. You can get some really cool sounds out of this guitar. So yeah, worth it to buy good equipment. Yeah, I prefer the GameCube version, I think, for Twilight Princess. That's what the Wii U version is. It's the GameCube version, just kind of upscaled. And I think it's a really good version. I think it's actually the best version of Twilight Princess, is that Wii U version. I'm sure they'll come out with some kind of version on Switch, like ported over. Nintendo tends to hold those kind of things back to stagger all of their releases. rather than dumping them all. They dumped a lot of games onto the Switch because they needed games for the Switch to sell the system, and it was a good idea. But as time goes on, it's like, oh yeah, we did put out Skyward Sword on Switch. They're not going to put out Twilight Princess until well after they put out this new Zelda game. So they wanted people to have the hype for the new Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom, I think. And then a while after that, then they'll put out Wind Waker or Twilight Princess. And then they might come out with new hardware. There might be a Switch 2 or something else. And then they'll come out, do all the same thing again, re-release them for those. So here's the thing about the GameCube version going for $100. You got to find other ways to buy the games. That's why the eShop was pretty cool, because you can just get the digital versions of the games, and those work pretty good. So, yeah, you got to find some other ways to get them. Buy them at a garage sale or use GameShop. Often they'll be a little bit cheaper. Or get the ROM and just run the ROM on your Wii U. You can do that as well. I have several copies of Twilight Princess. I think I have the Wii version and the Wii U version and the GameCube version. So, whatever, It's a lot like that. Anyway, let me check and see if my little PlayStation Vita is. Alright, let's play some Steve Vai. This is Steve Vai. That it? Right? I think that's it. That kind of legato play. There's like a bend at one point. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember that one. That kind of cool game. Yeah, I'm going to check on the game real quick. So I'll be right back. You can listen to some music for a second. Turn it off. Alright. Put up adrenaline here. And we're back. I gotta find all my cables to hook it up. Here's one. Work, and then you end up with like this rat's nest of cables here. It's like impossible. If you put two wires next to each other, they'll become tangled. Just like lay two wires next to each other, leave the room, come back, they're tangled. That's how it works. Alright. I'm just going to turn this off. My other idea was to play like Castlevania Lords of Shadows or something like that, because I actually think it is a pretty cool game. Kind of overlooked at the time of release. I played it a little bit the other night. It's kind of cool to go back and play some of these older games where you can play like in 4K, 4K 120 FPS because the game is from 2010. That's it. audio cable like directly plugged in. Sorry. Sorry for the static. It's how it goes sometimes. You get the static. Willing to play some Fire Emblem Engage? I beat the game. I mean, I thought about doing some like nightmare mode stuff because there's a lot of ways you can actually cheese the levels in a bunch of different ways that I think might be fun for videos. Like you could do the final boss in only a couple turns if you know what you're doing, but you have to use like you use what's her face, Ivy. You teleport her around the map and she can one shot all the bosses because she does like 200 damage per turn. So you can use some real cheese methods to get through everything. It's pretty cool. Our little window projector. There we go. Turn on a little window projector. It looks good, you know, like the little filters and everything. I appreciate it. Where were we? 39.59. I think that was it. And where were we? What was I doing here? Am I supposed to go up the ladder? I actually don't remember. Oh yeah, there's what's his face on the ladder? Can you get on the ladder here? There we go. This way, Cloud. Okay. A random guy here. Fighting a tank. Oh wow, that hit hard. Oh. Death blow. That's pretty hard. Ooh, that's hard too. That's a cool looking sword. So figure out what finishing touch does. It's hitting everybody. There we go. I can't stand to play suboptimally and I constantly restart missions. Yeah, I think that's why they give you, even in this game, they give you like the time crystal so you can dial back time and redo, so you don't have to constantly restart. But for the older Fire Emblem games, that's what I had to do. I'm like, I can't let that character die. I can't. I'm going to have to fix it, you know? I'm looking at a guide. Apparently I need Barrett in my party right now for this next part. I really hate switching party members around. But here we go. We're going to... I think I'm going to switch out Yuffie. Because I have to take all of her materia off. Such a pain in the butt. Alright. Let's see if we can put better stuff on him. The Pile Banger versus the Max Ray. Max Ray is probably what we want here. Probably a better thing here. The Wizard Bracelet. Imperial Guard is pretty good. The fire ring. All right. Added effect. I hate having to do this. Such a pain in the butt. Want not heal. Well, we do want heal, but all restore. We want. They're all in here somewhere. Maybe not. Here's all. And we want lightning, I think. We want heal. We want Ultima. And I can give him steel, why not? Second lightning, we don't need that. Summons Kyata. Doesn't really matter. Do I have a good summon here? Bahamut, Neo Bahamut. There we go. That's good for now. She'd audibly sigh whenever Sid or Barrett said hell. All party members should participate in all battles. Imagine just sitting back while your friends battle a monster. It's a game mechanic that makes little sense. Let's heal up Cloud here. So one of the things I liked about Last Remnant was it you had huge numbers of party members. You had like 40 party members, and all of these, each one had their own little like group here. It was awesome. There's very few bad Castlevanias. I think all of them are on the... I mean, the only really bad ones are the Nintendo 64 ones, in my opinion. Those are the only ones that I think are like truly bad games. But part of that is they just didn't know what they were doing yet. Like, they didn't know how to program things in 3D at that point. It was all pretty new. So you kind of got to give them a little bit of a break for that. But there's the stairs. They're set up in a weird way. It just looks weird on the screen, you know? That's all. Oh, here's Vincent. There we go. Damn, Hojo. Oh, here's the chest. You can only see it if hey, this is great. Hold on, Hojo. Let's see how strong this weapon is. Max ray. Missing score. It's not that much better, is it? Alright. I'm actually going to switch Barrett out of my party. Well, that's kind of dumb, but really like my other setup better. Another reason I like Final Fantasy IV is like the party members switch out based on the story, but you always have all the relevant party members for that story in your party at the same time. There's never this feeling like some people are just waiting out what you're doing. Meteor rain. Let's drop a ton of experience though. Experience points are pretty insane. An 8-inch cannon. Hey guys, we got an 8-inch cannon. Yeah, the remastered version's good. I have it on the Switch. I think it's good if you want the portable version. The best version is actually the original PC version. I know that sounds weird because it was... But like the remasters, they ported it into Unreal 4, so it has some better lighting effects. But if you get it on PC, you can really push the graphics, either version that you get. But yeah, I really like Last Remnant. I think it's a forgotten classic. I think it is worth picking up if you can. I did a video on it a long time ago when it came out, and I was really happy to play it for the time that I did play it. I just like Yuffie better. Alright. Make sure I have the best thing for her. Oritsu, I think. Yeah. We want Hades, I think. Want Elemental, and maybe just do Ultimo. I don't think that works, but you can do it. Probably like Lightning. No, we want all. We want to AOE. All. Restore. Heal. I don't think this will do anything. So let's do, Bahamut. W item. Steel. Ultima. MP plus, Magic plus, Mystify. Time. Alright. My laptop can barely run Dome Keeper. Safe to say it won't run Last Remnant. Play it on console then. The Switch version is actually pretty good. It doesn't run in as high a resolution as the PS4 version. It's not as good. But if you want the mobile, if you have a Nintendo Switch, I think it runs fine. It runs better than the Xbox 360 version, in my opinion. I'm going to go use a tint. So, I think it's a great game. Very underrated. It's sometimes helpful to use a guide. It's got a weird thing where you're kind of disincentivized from engaging every enemy. You have like a battle rank that will make enemies harder. All right. Enough of this. We have Bolt 3. No, that got rid of it. All right. I'm weaving a shirt of 6 in one chainmail. Wow. That's a lot of work, especially if you're doing the rivets and everything. Item. Tint. Save. The other thing about Last Remnant is the 360 version is not as good as the later versions. The later versions, you could have all of your unique characters in the party. In the 360 versions, you can only have one per party. So you couldn't absolutely like fill your thing up with, you know, whatever you're trying to do. Butted mail. Should give me a lot of XP there. Another 8-inch cannon. I do like the music here. Alright, yeah, notice the chest disappears when he's not in your party. Target set. Countdown. Is this a boss or is this just like a mob? I don't think it's a boss. 3. Two. There he goes. Yeah, I don't think that was a boss. I don't plan on getting chopped up at the festival. Hojo, stop right there. Oh, the failure. At least remember my name, it's Cloud. Every time I see you, it pains me that I had so little scientific sense. I evaluated you as a failed project, but you are the only one that succeeded as a Sephiroth clone. I'm even beginning to hate myself. None of that matters. Just stop this nonsense. Nonsense? Oh, this? Sephiroth seems to be counting on the energy. So I'm going to lend him a hand. Why? Why do that? Quit asking me why, you moron. Actually, you might be cut out to be a scientist. Like how all the scientists are always evil. Energy level is at 83%. It's taking too long. My son is in need of power and help. That's the only reason. Your son? Although he doesn't know. What will Sephiroth think when he finds out I'm his father? Always looking down on me like that. Sephiroth is your son? I offered the woman with my child to Professor Gast's Genova project. When Sephiroth was still in the womb, we took the cells of Genova. I can't believe you're the one who did this. Too bad I don't have Vincent in the party. He'd be really upset. The illusionary crime against Sephiroth. No, you're wrong. It's my desire as a scientist. I was defeated by my desire to become a scientist. I lost the last time as well. I've injected Genova cells into my own body. Here are my results. All right. Let's see if he has anything here. What, big guard. I must know the truth, even if it means destroying the planet. Oh, he summoned some guys there. Sorry, wasn't sure if that like ring was part of the game or not, or like something else going on. Let's see what we got here. I could do Comet 2. Why not? Let's hit it. It didn't hit as hard as I thought it would. Nothing to steal. All right. Capsule. Oh, it brings him back. I see. Killed the other guy. Haha, now let's see how the Mako juice is reacting. Alright, I think this is phase 2. Oh, turned into a homunculus. Let's see what fire does here. Ah, we'll use Ultima. Alright, we killed one of his arms. I think they just grow back, though. I think the lightning attacks are a little more efficient here. Do death blow to the middle body. I think that's it. I think we killed him. Or no, maybe he goes into phase 3 here. There he comes. Silence! All of you, silence! Death blow. Combo. Death blow. Death blow. I think Big Guard might have fallen off here. Death blow. There we go. Easy. Yeah, I think we have a bunch of cutscenes here. We just started doing call it D&D. That's a good idea. Restore was born. They're born. All my materia is now born. I can't believe Sephiroth is Hojo's son. It's gonna upset Vincent. How sad for him. Vincent was with Sephiroth's mom. Oh, he got cucked by Hojo. That's really sad. Shinra's finished. Meteor's gonna fall in about 7 more days. That's what Grandfather said. Red 13. You want to see everyone in Cosmo Canyon again? Yes. You want to see Marlene, right? Don't ask me that. We'll beat Sephiroth. Then, if we don't release the power of Holy in 7 days, there won't be a planet left to protect us. If we can't beat Sephiroth, it's as good as death for us. We'll just go a few days sooner than the rest who will die from Meteor. Don't be thinking you're going to lose before you even fight. No! What I meant was, what are we fighting for? I want us all to understand that. Save the planet for the future of the planet. Sure, that's all fine. But really, is that really how it is? For me, this is a personal feud. I want to beat Sephiroth and settle my past. Saving the planet just happens to be part of that. I've been thinking. I think we're all fighting for ourselves. For ourselves and that someone, something, whatever it is that's important to us. That's what we're fighting for. That's why we keep up this battle for the planet. You're right. It sounds cool saying it's to save the planet, but I was the one who blew up that Mako reactor. Looking back on it now, I could see that wasn't the right way to do things. I made a lot of friends and innocent bystanders suffer. At first it was revenge against Shinra for attacking my town. But now, yeah, I'm fighting for Marlene. For Marlene! For Marlene's future. Yeah, I guess I want to save the planet for Marlene's sake. Go and see her, make sure you're right, and come back. All of you, get off the ship and find out your reasons for yourselves. I want you to make sure, then I want you to come back. Do you really need more motivation than stopping complete and total annihilation of all life? I don't think so. Maybe none of us will come back. Media's gonna kill us all anyway. Let's just forget any useless struggling. I know why I'm fighting. I'm fighting to save the planet, and that's that. But besides that, there's something personal, too. A very personal memory that I have. What about you all? I want all of you to find that something within yourselves. If you don't find it, then that's okay, too. You can't fight without a reason, right? So I won't hold it against you if you don't come back. What are you going to do, Tifa? Did you forget? I'm all alone. I don't have anywhere to go. Everyone's gone. Yeah, we don't have anywhere or anyone to go home to. You're right. But I'm sure someday they'll come back, don't you think? I wonder. Everyone has an irreplaceable something they're holding on to. But this time, our opponent. But that's alright, even if no one comes back. As long as I'm with you, as long as you're by my side, I won't give up even if I'm scared. Tifa. No matter how close we are, we were far apart before this. But when we were in the live stream surrounded by all those screams of anguish, I thought I heard your voice. You probably don't remember this, but deep in my heart, I heard you calling my name, or at least I thought I did. Yeah, at that time I heard you calling me. You were calling me back from the stream of consciousness in the live stream. After all, I promised that if anything were to ever happen to you, I would come to help. Cloud? Do you think the stars can hear us? Do you think they see how hard we're fighting for them? I don't know, but whether they are or not, we still have to do what we can and believe in ourselves. Someday we'll find the answer. Right, Tifa? That's what I learned from you when I was in the live stream. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Tifa, there are a lot of things I wanted to talk to you about. But now that we're together like this, I don't know what I really wanted to say. I guess nothing's changed at all. Kind of makes you want to laugh. Cloud, words aren't the only thing that tell people what you're thinking. It's almost dawn. Huh? Sorry, did I wake you? It's almost dawn, Tifa. Good morning, Cloud. Get a room, you two. Give me a little longer, just a little bit longer. This day will never come again, so let me have this moment. Yeah, okay. This is probably the last time we'll have together. Tifa's gonna get a criminal psychology channel when she reads body language. This presentation was truly really good in 1997. It's hard to tell you how cool this stuff looked back then. We'd better go. But I still... It's alright, Tifa. You said so yourself yesterday. At least we don't have to go on alone. Yes, that's right. Okay, let's go. The airship is too big for just the two of us. Yeah, it's a little lonely without everyone. Don't worry, it'll be okay. I'll make a big enough ruckus for everyone. Besides, I'm the pilot. No more flying around casually like before. We won't have time to feel lonely. Huh? It's moving. Barrett, Sid. Oh, is that okay with you? Red 13. Why didn't you tell me? But you know, Sid. Hey, Red 13. If you butt in now, you'll never know what they'll say later. Were you watching? She's so embarrassed. Vincent. Why such a puzzled look? You don't want me to come? No, it's just that you're always so cold. I thought you didn't care what was happening. Cool? I guess that's just how I am. Sorry. Well, looky here. The Shinra manager's come back. Excuse me, but I wanted to come with the main group, but I couldn't get away. Some people in Midgard took me in. I know I have a stuffed animal body, but I'll work really hard.
I guess that's everyone.
No, Yuffie's missing.
She ain't gonna show up. At least this time she didn't steal our materia. Guess we gotta be thankful for that.
How could you say that? I came all the way here after being seasick as a dog. I didn't go through all that just to have you guys have the best parts all to yourselves.
Welcome back, Yuffie.
Gee, Cloud, that's so nice of you to say that. You sick? Well, whatever. I'm gonna be in my reserved seat in hall, waiting.
Yep.
Thanks, everyone.
We didn't come back for your spiky-headed ass. We came back for Marlene. Guess it's just my, what do you call, feelings or something. I ain't got no words now.
Although she's not here, she left us a window of opportunity.
We can't let it go like this.
What's up, Kyle? Hope you're doing good. Playing this game.
Aerith, aka Aerith.
She was smiling to the end. We have to do something, or that smile will just freeze like that.
Let's all go together.
Memories of Eris. Although she should have returned to the planet by now, something stopped her and now she's stuck. We've got to let go of Eris's memory.
Has anyone here changed their mind?
I'm counting on you, Sid.
Yeah. There are 2 levels here that have been bugging me for a while now. Let me try them out. Alright, so what should I do? You decide, Cloud.
This is our last battle. Our target is the North Cave. Our enemy is Sephiroth.
So let's move out.
Here it goes.
We're almost to the North Cave. We're on our way, Sephiroth. Man, I'm going to stick it to him.
What is it, Sid?
Some incredible force. Losing control. Get the hell out of here, flunkies. Didn't I tell you to go home?
Yes, sir, this is our home.
Oh, man, stop trying to act so cool. Alright, you jokers, hold me down with everything you got. Geronimo!
End disc 2. Save the game to this point on the memory card, yes. Alright. Alright. Now let me see if I remember how to do this. Nope, that's not it. Trying to remember how to insert the next disc. me see here. Open official settings. There it is. Switch disks. There we go. When you borrow it from your friend and they forgot to put disc 3 in. No! Take care. I think we can actually get up and leave here. I don't know if there's any reason to. So let's just go to the end of the game. We could probably finish up like this week. I don't think there's that many more hours. Did you see any footage of the new game? Unrecord. Looks surreal. I haven't seen that. I don't know anything about it, so. Which way do we go here? This way? No. This way. Nope. Which way? Down? Okay. To the side? Okay. There it goes. Looks like we can only slide down. Alright, let's go. Save crystal. I don't know what that does. Oh, it lets you drop a save crystal. Down there. Can we go in the cave? Oh no, that takes us back out. Never mind. Okay. Go this way. Level 4 death. Killed Yuffie. Whoops. Whoops. Ooh, fun. Guard source. I haven't been using these items. I wonder if I should use them. Chaos. Magic source. Mind source. Luck source. Any other ones? The Mega Elixir. Let's actually move that up. No. Rerun its speed source. All creation. Power source. There we go. Guard source. All right. Should use the those other sources too. What year was this? 1997. Yeah. You got that pink materia you need to fight the super weapon later on? I think I do. Let's see what Fire 3 does. See if magic works on them when they're stone. Alright. Does not work when they're stone, so they become stone. Yeffy dies. If she were a different level, if she'd leveled up, she would be immune to it. That's what's funny. Man, I think I'm going backwards now. This is what happens. I think this guy can teach you skills here. Let's see if he has anything to steal. You need to fight the cactuses to level up fast. This is not a hard game. You really don't have to grind in this game at all. It's a fairly easy game. Dragon armlet. There we go. Get this ninja addicted to Phoenix Downs. I wonder if you could use the MP restore with like a heal materia. So you just have infinite healing. There we go. All was born. What is it? What does it do when it's born? I gotta wonder here. All. Maybe that's just when it gets to five. When it's completely mastered. Going down the spiral into the green goop. You get a new copy of the materia once you max it, really. That's cool. I didn't know that. Oh, he died. That's lovely. Okay, and use 2 items. Phoenix down. And then we can use a... Where is it? Not a grab a ball. There's a high potion. And then use a high potion on it. There we go. Like, you could still equip, like, an extra all materia, which would be pretty good. All ice. You can do all... Yeah, all double cut doesn't work. Figured that out. Unfortunately. You could do all... And... something else, you know. Revive. Let's do Bahamut 0. Let's do oh, we have an extra cover as well. That's cool. Gonna do, oh yeah, let's do, take that off. I'll do another one here. Yeah, that's kind of cool though. We want elemental, and what do I have here? That's good. Elemental, and do I have like lightning or? Yeah. Elemental lightning. There we go. And then we want. Doesn't matter what's here. So let's do double cut. And we could do something else here. Anything else doesn't matter. Revive all. How does all actually improve when it levels? More stat bonuses? You can do all more times in a row, I think is what it is. So I think when you start, you can only do all a few times. Push OK button to climb up. Okay. These chests here. Power source. How do I get that? There we go. HP absorb materia. Oh yeah. This is what we want. HP absorb. We'll see if it works with double cut. It may not, which would be kind of sucky, but we'll try it. HP plus, luck plus. We'll try it out for now. How do I get over to that one? There's another materia over there. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I am, so far. Let's see if it works. Did it absorb? No, it didn't do anything. I don't think you can use it with that. I think you could use it with Death Blow. But I don't think you could use it with that. That would be super useful. Maybe I could do it with, like, counterattack. Maybe if it counterattacks, we'll try that. There we go. No. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm trying to... There's materia there I think you can get.
Preemptive attack.
I don't think the counterattack works either. Oh well. Need enemy skill there. I think if we get those dragons, they teach a skill too. Guard source. Might as well be using these things, you know? Oh, come on. Mind source. Do you make more money with books or YouTube ad revenue? It really depends on the month. YouTube ad revenue has been pretty bad lately, in general. I've been shadow banned on the platform for like years now at this point, though. So, you know, you kind of take it however it comes. Oh, he's immune to lightning. Must be what it is. I have elemental lightning on. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, we'll see if he's immune to lightning here. Let's test that out. I think that's what it is. Yeah. We have to use a different fire here. Or, you can just use Death Blow. Ultima, whoa. Can I run? Wow, we got a game over. I have to do all that again. That's lovely. I was looking at my Wii U games the other day, and I remember Nintendo Land. My buddy and I put more time into Nintendo Land than any other Wii U game. Yeah, it came free with my Wii U, and like my kids have played it a lot. Gotten like every item out of it, you know? It's crazy. What time is it? It's starting to run out of time. We'll play till 3. Learn something valuable about the dragon, though. Yeah, this doesn't work, unfortunately. So let's add something in there. That might work. Let's do 5. We'll do double cut. And revive. My guess with like the HP absorb material is like you'd probably have to level it up so much for it to be effective anyway. Might just be better to direct heal. Yeah, the other thing about comparing revenue is like, this takes us out here. Oh yeah, we can climb back out. Okay. All right. So it gives you the option to leave. You know, if I don't have a current book that I'm actively selling, I won't have a lot of book revenue. You know? So like a new book will increase my book revenue by a lot. And if I have a video that really takes off one month, that'll improve my YouTube revenue a lot. And attack the wrong gargoyle. Ah, there goes Yeffy. Bye, girl. This way. You gotta go counterclockwise. Guard source. Counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. We used to go back and forth beating each other's high scores. I only played it when he was over. That's cool. Yeah, my kids love to play it. It's got a lot of different like fun games and game modes with the gamepad and stuff. The little Link game is really fun. You can do that with 2 players. It's a lot of fun. Bye-bye, Effie. Constantly getting killed. At this dumb guy. So her level's a multiple of 4, so it actually kills her, which is so silly. Should have got more Phoenix Downs. It's drawing in Miiverse. Yeah, they shut down the Miiverse, which was really sad. Couldn't steal anything. Cloud has sadness. Trying to figure out how you get that. There's a little materia right there. Not sure how you get it. No sound? Did we lose sound? On the game or like on the stream? Can you not hear my mic? Yeah, I guess. There we go. A little bit louder. Forgot I had that turned down. Go. Something turned it down. Manipulate here. Manipulate? Might be on one of my headed guys. Oh, there it is. And stupid gargoyles. I do have a new album out, yes. I do have a new album out. It's called Return. But most of the music people have already heard, so. Before death. Bye-bye. She just needs one more level, and then she'll be immune. I think the dragons spawn here, so I think there's a dragon skill. Should have gotten more Phoenix Downs. I should have just gotten like 100 of them, you know? Why am I saving my guild? I don't know. What's your opinion on the Dune series about? Big theme. The big theme is probably like, I don't know, it's hard to say. Prescience, like seeing time, and then like evolution. Especially once you get to the later books, like God Emperor Dune and some of these weirder ones, like, you know, it's about... Why is he attacking the wrong one? I don't know. Whatever. Bye-bye. You have this thing where, like, you're trying to evolve someone that can't be, that's like free of destiny, that is immune to prescience. That's like what Leto Atreides II was trying to do. And God Emperor Dune. Kill him quickly. I read it's about humans overcoming and evolving. It seems distinctly anti-theistic. I think that is actually correct. It fits all power in human hands, how a species consciousness is guiding humanity. There's also a silly thing where like all the religious people come together and make up a new religion, which I thought was kind of funny. Alright, we got him. Manipulated Dark Dragon. Dragon Force. Learned enemy skill, Dragon Force. Check out your Twitter and your can. Okay. I will.
Dragon Force.
Yeah, Tifa's MP stays topped off because she gets MP restore from Death Blow, so her like regular attacks will like restore all of her. Go all the way down. Let's see what we got here. Have you heard Beast in Black? I don't think I have. Is it a new Dragon Force thing, or is it a band? Did your Dragon Force band at least have a Dragon Force sticker on it? I don't think so. Bye-bye. There's some pretty good sci-fi fantasy concepts in the first Dune book and subsequently in the movies. The idea that technology leads to warfare waged with swords and martial arts is pretty epic. It's a cool idea. I mean, there's a lot in those books. As I get older, I think I kind of like God Emperor Dune. God Emperor Dune is really a crazy weird book. It's a band. I've heard of them, I think, but I don't know if I've listened to them. I haven't had a lot of opportunity to listen to music as of late. Any kind of music. Especially not metal. I can't listen to it during the day at all. It's too noisy. So my wife works from home, and she's like constantly in video conferences. Uh-oh. Oh well. I'd say the bigger concepts are stuff like, you know, humanity as some sort of collective evolving thing. The idea of the dune sandworms creating spice, how a drug affects the evolution of humanity. see more power metal. There could be Christian themes, so I can't be sure. I'll check them out. The artist's name is Zool. Yes. Zool or David V. Stewart Zool. Both of those will work. Magic source. Let's go back up to the top here. This is kind of a cool looking thing here.
Scissor attack!
Wow. That was brutal. Cross scissor. Scissor kick. That cuts in half here. Guard source.
Another one of these guys.
There we go.
Fire was born!
Alright, let's use some of these items before I forget about them. As I am going to do. Magic source. There's all those. Doesn't really care. There we go. So we gotta go over this way. Okay. Nope. Oh, these squiggle guys. Back attack. silenced her. There we go. I forgot her attacks put guys to sleep, which is pretty useful. I think this is the way to go here. This wasn't letting me go there. There it goes. Alright. Okay, let's see what this does. Ah, the scissor guy! So what you think about Bolt 3? I guess there's only one guy to attack. Alright. Alright, that killed him immediately. That works. Source. Let's drop a lot of Hex potions. Oh. Mega Elixir. I didn't go in that cave up there. Mega Elixir, gotta make sure to save that until the last boss, just in case you ever really need it. Yeah, I never use him. This might actually wipe us out, and then I'll have to turn the game off. Yeah. Hold on. Run away! Ah! Game over. Alright, that's it for me today. I'll have to do all of that again. I might do it off stream because it's just really boring to do all that again. Alright, that's it. We're out of time. So, I'll just link the newest book. You can actually get a free copy of the newest book if you want. An ebook copy of the newest book. I will link that in just a second. Here's the free book. You just gotta hop on the mailing list and you will get the free book here. What else? Oh, I'll link this book again. And I will link the Amazon page. So if you want to drop a review of Demon X Machina, that would actually help out a lot. And you get a free copy by joining my mailing list, which is fun. Otherwise, you could just buy it if you want to. If you want to just buy it, you can. Some people like to buy it. You can get a physical copy too. Where do I have it? I have a physical copy here somewhere. Here it is. You can get you can get it in a beautiful paperback. Looks like this. With some weird art on the back. I was going to show people how to do a book. I might do this as a video. You do a book and you flip it over, and it's a different book from the other side. The only hard part is you have to sell a book, you have to have a barcode. So having that barcode will kind of like disturb what cover you use on the back. So you kind of have to put like a smaller cover, or a cover that like doesn't have anything meaningful up here, and then you can just flip it, and it'll work. So I might show how to do that later too. We'll see. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that kind of good stuff, and buy good gear for your endeavors. And I'll catch you all next time. Have a great one. Boop, boop.